There we go, Joe.
There we go. I see the kids.
Okay.
Alrighty, so here we are. This is, you can see by my, I was gonna say this is cool, you know, that we're meeting like this. Like my shirt, kids? Huh? You think of that, huh? This is very cool. That's why I use the word cool, because the shirt comes from the 60s. You can tell by that. Huh, Glenn? What do you think?
You're right. You're
That's the
all
kind of stuff.
60, Joe.
You'd either wear a tie like this or you'd wear a shirt like this or whatever.
But not a tie and a shirt like that, Joe,
Not a
right?
tie. Well, you know, sometimes I would do that too. But you kids, particularly, this is a new generation, you know, and you guys are going to be stronger because of what everybody's going through now. Just remember that. You're going to be stronger because you're going to need to find ways of looking for the whole world inside of your house. You know, you can't go out as much as you used to. So you're going to have to explore new ways of going inside yourself too, to find things, you know, and to come up with games and thoughts and reading and all sorts of other things that if you had all the distractions of the outside world, you wouldn't do that. So you're going to be a different kind of a generation that's coming up. You're going to be really amazing. You're going to be the kind of generation that could spend 3 months on a spaceship going to Mars and not run out of things to do, right? That's the kind, if you want to do that. But that's one of the things that you'd have to do if you went to Mars. You'd be on this journey. You'd be stuck kind of inside of the spaceship, and you'd have to come up with ideas of what to do. So look at this journey that you're going to be going through this next couple of weeks or whatever. It's like a trip somewhere incredible, like to Mars. So today we're going to do something incredible too, that's going to give you ideas of what you can do while you're at home. Okay, so we're going to hand it over to our star of this episode today, and it's Weston in his kitchen. Take it away, Weston.
Thank you, Joe. And thank you for the welcome, kiddos. Thank you for joining me, everybody. So since we're not doing Kids in the Kitchen right now, we're not doing Slice of the Month or any live classes, you know, live classes in person, I thought it'd be appropriate to do a kids class via Zoom. And thanks to Amber and McCabe Malian and her wonderful family, they suggested it as well. So here we are. Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be doing one of my favorite recipes. I make them fairly often, usually about once, maybe twice a week, depending on how naughty I'm feeling, how much I want to make cookies. But we're going to be making peanut butter and banana oatmeal cookies today. So I hope everybody's ready with me to make them right alongside me. I know you girls are, right?
We are.
Good, good. All right. So the first thing we're going to start with is we have our oats.
Okay.
I have my bananas, of course,
Bananas.
banana telephones, and I have peanut butter.
And
Let's see, the sun is right in my camera. There we go. And then we're gonna add some add-ins in here. We're gonna put some chocolate chips, because everybody, and a little coconut, just 'cause I'm feeling nutty. So, without further ado, let's get started. All right, so the first thing we will do is we will take our bananas. We're going to take 2 bananas per batch. So if you guys are making multiple batches, you can use more than 2. So let's take our bananas. We will peel our bananas. Peel your bananas. And we're going to pop them in our bowl. So I will break them into a couple pieces here. Take your second banana.
good job. Okay.
Toss your second banana in there.
Okay.
So now we have our 2 bananas in there, right?
Okay. You're probably gonna need to mash them.
After that, you can either use a fork or I'm going to use a little potato masher. And we're going to mash our bananas up.
I'll go first and you go last and
Okay, we're gonna take turns. Good job.
mashy, mashy in a bowl. Mashy, mashy. What you doing?
All right.
Mashy, mashy, mashy.
So here's my banana mash. You guys probably look fairly similar. From here, once we have our bananas all mashed up, I'll take some peanut butter. And so this is just a creamy, unsalted, all-natural peanut butter. Just peanuts in there, and that's it. So we're going to take some peanut butter, and we're going to add in a half cup, a little bit under a half cup, not heaping, of peanut butter into your mashed bananas.
All right. So you keep mashing the bananas. Are you gonna put in the peanut butter? All right. Let me see. Hold on.
And of course, since I have bananas and peanut butter out, somebody came to visit.
Oh my goodness!
He's so cute.
I think he heard the bananas and smelled the peanut butter. His favorite little snack. Yes, Hunter, you will get a cookie after we are done. All right.
Right.
So now you'll put your peanut butter in with your mashed bananas.
This and this there. Ready? You scrape it in there. Scrape it in. Good job. Scrape it in. Okay. Get ready. Get ready.
This is what it'll look like from here.
Good job.
And now we're gonna stir it up really well.
Okay,
I'll
so
stir first.
Roxy's gonna stir first with a fork and see if we can get it kind of mixed together, and then Malia, and then you'll stir.
And then me and then Peter.
We have the exact same spoon you're using, Weston, only teal.
Pardon?
We have the exact same spoon you're using, only teal.
Ooh, I like that color. Orange and teal are probably some of my two favorite colors. All right, so now that we have this all mixed up, your half cup of peanut butter and your 2 bananas, you will take some oats. And now we're gonna add 2 cups of oats.
So are oats the same thing as oatmeal, Weston?
It is. So these are, I'm using old-fashioned oats.
Good job.
So they are not quick oats and they're not steel cut oats, but these are just old-fashioned rolled oats. Good question, Joe.
I'm gonna turn on the chat. I'm gonna turn on the chat room too, because if too many people talk, we can't hear the questions. But everybody feel free to ask any questions or say anything you want through the chat room for a while. That'd be great.
So we're adding our 2nd cup of oats in here. So we've added our 2 cups of oats, we've added our half cup of peanut butter, and our 2 bananas. So from here, we will mix and stir it up again. All right. We are nice and stirred up and have everything very well combined. From here, I'm gonna add my add-ins. So for this, you can use chocolate chips. We can use coconut. You could also use raisins or cranberries or pumpkin seeds or slivered almonds. Whatever you'd like, up to a half cup total. So I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. Quarter cup of chocolate chips. And a quarter cup of unsweetened coconut. So this is unsweetened, so it does not have sugar added into it. A quarter cup of coconut.
Do coconuts and bananas come from the same part of the world?
They do, Joe. So they both come originally from Indonesia, which is
Really?
over in Asia, India, Asia region.
Wow. And yet we have some of them in the Caribbean, don't we?
We do.
Did they come, were they growing there naturally originally, or were they brought over, you think?
So they were originally brought over. They actually originated in Malaysia about 4,000 years ago.
Cool. I wouldn't eat that banana though.
No, the bananas long ago would look quite different from the bananas we have today. All right, so this is what it will look like. And since this does not have any eggs in it, what you could do is give it a little taste test. These are going to be some good cookies. All right, guys, from here, we're going to take a baking sheet. And we're going to spray it with some non-cooking spray, or you could line it with parchment paper.
You could put paper in the oven?
Just parchment paper.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we have our baking sheet lined with a non-stick spray, and we have our cookies. So we're going to plop them on here. About big tablespoons. What else you could do is use your fingers if you want to get messy with it. And any controlled messes we can make is good. I'm sure parents will agree. Controlled messes are better than uncontrolled messes. All right.
Ooh, they look good already.
And you'll flatten them out slightly as you put them on your tray.
Boy, that was quicker and easier than going to the store.
I would say so. And much, much healthier as well.
So, you know, this is a special edition too, Weston. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying out our new Smell-O-Vision.
I think. Did Willy Wonka have that going years ago, huh, Joe?
Maybe, but we're hoping that when you put those in the oven, we're going to smell those cookies.
I'm hoping so too. The
do you
bananas
think?
and the chocolate smell just delicious. And these cookies will not really spread much either. Since they don't have any baking powder in them, they do not spread too well. Or rise or spread, they kind of just stay right where you plop them at.
So what do you, Amber kids, what do you guys think? Do you think we'll be able to smell those cookies when they're cooking?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's what I like, a positive attitude. That's what it's all about.
All right, so how many cookies did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cookies this makes.
Oh.
And I'm going to wash my hands.
We still have a ton more batter left.
No. Oh.
Wow, look at this.
All right, so now
Do what I did.
we have all our cookies on here. What we'll do is we will put them into our oven at 350 degrees.
It's already set.
Oh. We will get my cast iron skillet out of here. Put these on top rack. All right, did everyone see that? Yep. So we're gonna leave these in for 12 minutes. That's it. And we're off.
Well, while we're cooking that, can we introduce somebody else?
Of course, please do, Joe.
All right, I'm going to introduce somebody who doesn't need introduction, but who's going to have a couple of words for us. As soon as there he is, as we affectionately call him Uncle Bob.
Hey, everybody.
Here we go. Bob Weed is our CEO, and Bob, you've got some things to tell everybody.
Well, first of all, welcome. I'm glad to see you all on the call with Weston. Weston, you know, this is one of my favorite things is all the good smells that come out of the kitchen at Project Share.
You have to come on over to the house then after you're off, Bob.
Joe's going to have to teach me how to turn the smell-o-vision on my computer here because I can't smell your cookies right now.
I've got you blocked.
Oh. Well, hey, you know, we're pleased to be able to be here and do what we're doing and continue to do what we do. And hopefully this is one way that we can have some fun, spread some knowledge, spread some learning, and help everybody cook and eat healthy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially in these times, you know. And the healthiest food you can have is some of the food you can make right at home.
Exactly. I agree, Joe.
So Bob, what's been going on at Project Share lately since we've had to change some things around, and what's happening this week, for example?
Hey, Joe, I'm glad you asked. You know, like everybody else, our world's been turned upside down. You know, we went to a drive-through distribution in March, and we were able to take that model and replicate it for farm stand. So in addition to the distribution we do here at North Orange Street, during the other 3 weeks of the month, we've always done distribution at farm stand, and we're able to continue doing that. So this week on Tuesday and Thursday, we had a total of 302 families come through.
Wow.
That's a little over 100 more than we normally serve in any given week at farm stand.
Why do you think there are more all of a sudden?
Well, I think people have been impacted by this coronavirus rascal. We've got families who all of a sudden are unemployed. We've got families who are just plain concerned, like everyone is. And, you know, that's our vision is nourishing our community and awakening hope. And oh my heavens, look at that tray of cookies.
Wow.
Weston, they have more cookies than you do.
It looks like it.
I may be going to their house instead.
Definitely smell-o-vision over there.
Yeah. But you know what? If we can help people just by making sure they have access to healthy, nutritious food, hopefully that's a little piece of the hope that we can awaken in our neighbors, and that's what we're here for.
That's great, Bob. Volunteers, how are we enhancing their safety, at least, you know? What's our kind of rule that we're following?
Yeah, I mean, another change we've had to make where we normally have all the doors wide open and welcome everybody and anybody to come in and help. We've had to change things up so that we can follow guidelines put out by the CDC and the Pennsylvania Department of Health. And, you know, most importantly, we want to we're limiting the size of volunteer groups that come in so that we can help maintain social distancing. And, you know, Weston, you can attest to this. We've got more hand sanitizer and wash stations around Project Share than I've ever seen. These paws have been washed more often in the last 2 weeks than they have in a long time.
A lifetime.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
That's great.
But yeah, so, but we're still, you know, we ask volunteers to go to our website, projectsharepa.org, and click on the volunteer tab. We have very specific times and tasks that we're asking volunteers for help with. And, but again, we are limiting the number of individuals who come in at any one given time.
Thank you, Bob, for keeping the team coordinated and doing what we need to do for the community and encouraging all of us today.
Absolutely.
We're going to put you back in the audience and bring Weston back online.
All right.
Thank you,
Good
Bob.
chatting with y'all.
You as well, Bob. Thanks for joining. All right, Joe. So thank you. So what we're going to do now, actually, is do a little education here, because Kids in the Kitchen, for those who've attended, know it's not just about cooking, but to do a little education in here as well. So let's see if I can get my technology to work over here. Let's see.
It's getting closer. There we go.
Can everyone see?
There we go.
Bananas with some goofy faces on them? Excellent. All right, so as I said before, bananas are over 4,000 years old. 4,000 years, that's a pretty long time. That's, let's see, it's only the year 2020. So this was before year 0, wasn't it? That was 2,000 years before that. So they're a pretty old fruit. And the bananas that we know of today, they do not look like the bananas from 4,000 years ago. They were small, they had lots of seeds in them, they weren't nearly as sweet. So we've hybridized bananas and bred them out, kind of like we would a dog. How we go from a wolf to a Jack Terrier, our little Jack Russell. A pretty big difference, isn't it?
That's a big word, hybridized. What do you mean by that?
So we can take different kinds of varieties of bananas and then breed them together to make a banana that we want, that would suit our taste preferences and the looks that we're going for. So the same way that we'd get a German Shepherd or an Australian Shepherd, or say a Basenji from another kind of terrier, or a Schnauzer or a mini Schnauzer, or like my little dog, he's just a mixed mutt. So he's all kinds of breeds together. And originally they all came from a wolf. So
you might have 100 banana trees, and one of those banana trees has big bananas. So then you'd what? Take the seeds from that tree and then plant them to hope to get big bananas?
exactly. Yeah, Joe, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Or
Hybrid.
say one tree has a really, really, really sweet banana,
Yeah.
and you want that kind of banana, so then you plant those seeds and then see what that tree brings.
That would work.
And so that's kind of how biology works when it comes to botany and planting, and getting the kinds of fruits that we prefer. Same with oranges or carrots or corn. A lot of the fruits and vegetables we know of today looked a lot different several thousand years ago. So thank you, Joe. That was a great question. What else makes bananas so good for us? So bananas are really, really high in potassium. And potassium is also available in things like potatoes or avocados. And potassium, what that does for us is it helps conduct electricity in our muscles. Did I just say we have electricity running through our muscles, Joe?
Electricity.
That's
Yeah,
right. So we have little electric conductors going around all in our bodies, and that's what makes our muscles contract. But has anyone ever experienced a cramp before? Say we go for a long run and we experience a cramp, and it just feels like our muscles are in this big contracted state. Well, that's because sometimes we don't have enough potassium in our bodies. So that's one benefit of bananas. Another benefit is they're loaded with fiber. And anyone who comes to our Kids in the Kitchen classes knows all about fiber. Isn't that right, McCabe?
Yeah.
Fiber,
So what's fiber help us with?
It also lifts our muscles and our stomachs, our bodies.
She doesn't want to say it.
And it helps us do what?
You can say it. He's asking.
Poop, exactly.
poop.
So it helps keep us regular. If we don't have enough fiber in us, we can get kind of, let's see how I'll say it, a little backed up, right? And so fiber helps keep everything flowing, and it also helps slow down the absorption of sugar. So who's all eaten too much candy before, and maybe we feel really tired afterwards, right? We'll get really hyper, and then we'll crash and fall asleep, right? And so things like bananas and apples and fresh fruits contain lots of fiber, so it helps slow down that sugar and we don't crash so hard. So that's one of the three ingredients in here, or the three main ingredients. The next one would be oats. And so over here on the right, you'll see all the different kinds of oats we can have. So today we used old-fashioned oats, but there's also instant oats, and they're just a little thinner and a little finer, and that way you can boil them really quick. So say if you wanted oatmeal ready in under a minute, well, you use instant oats. There's also oats called steel cut, and they're a little bit thicker than old-fashioned oats and take a really long time to cook, sometimes about 30 or 40 minutes. So my preference typically is the old-fashioned rolled oats. That would be in the top left-hand corner of that picture. And let's see, I hear my oven going off. Oh boy, I think our cookies are done.
I can smell it.
Is your smell-o-vision turned on, Joe?
Yeah, mine is.
Wow, these do look delicious.
You know, I was
So
thinking
I'm gonna
about
let these sit for a little bit.
what you said about where bananas grow, and what was the other fruit? Was it mangoes or something? And then I'm thinking about oats. Where do oats grow?
That's a great question, Joe. So oats actually grow right here in Pennsylvania.
As a matter of fact, I have a field across the street from me that's growing oats. Yep.
Really?
The green leaves are in the field now, and oats are going to come up.
Wow. And do you eat those oats, Joe, or who eats those oats?
I think it's going to be for the horse and the donkeys.
Wow. So
Horses and horses like oats.
yeah, now do they eat the rolled oats? They eat something that looks a little different, don't they, Joe?
Well, mine only like oatmeal, but no, they don't. They eat the raw oats. Yeah, not the raw oats, but the oats. Yeah.
And
I don't have horses. I have donkeys, but the oats go to other people who have horses.
So if anyone's ever seen Shrek, that's exactly what Joe's donkeys look like.
Donkey.
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 And I actually got to go see Joe's donkeys yesterday and feed them carrots. That's one of their favorites is carrots and pears, right, Joe?
Well, I love pears.
I thought they were going to bite my fingers off after the fed them pears. They were so excited. All right, so
Tell us more
oats,
about oats. Yeah.
Oats are a whole grain. So what's it mean to have something be a whole grain? Does anybody know?
Remember?
McCabe, what do you think?
It still has on its shell.
Yes, exactly. So oats, as we could say, they have their shell or their coat or their jacket on. And that jacket or their coat, the shell, whatever you'd like to call it, it contains lots of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. But what happens when we take off that coat? Do we take away the vitamins and minerals and the fiber too?
Yeah.
So yeah, so like white bread or white rice, does that have all the fiber, vitamins, and minerals that a brown rice will have, guys?
Nope.
No, you're some smart kids. You must be coming from Kids in the Kitchen, huh? So yes, so like McCabe just said, they have lots of fiber in that jacket and that coat that they wear, up to 4 grams per serving. That's quite a lot of fiber. And as McCabe also pointed to earlier, all this fiber will help keep us regular, aka it'll help keep our poo moving through us. And it will help also keep us full. So if we ever have, say, something like white bread or candy, sometimes we'll feel hungry right afterwards. But when we have something like oats that's full of fiber, it'll help keep us full for a long time.
Another question, Weston, for particularly adults. Do oats and fiber have any effect on fat that's in the alimentary canal in the digestive system?
So not as much fat, but Joe, cholesterol levels. So fiber can actually bind to cholesterol in the intestines, and instead of that cholesterol going back into your bloodstream, that cholesterol can get dumped into the toilet. We'll say it politely.
Good place for it. Good place for it.
I'd rather have that LDL bad cholesterol in the toilet than back in my bloodstream. So yeah, so that's a great question, Joe. Thank you for that. In addition to fiber, oats also have lots of minerals. So things like manganese, and manganese is not related to mangoes. Magnesium, copper, and chromium. These all sound like some pretty strange metals, but we need little bits of them in our body to help fight off free radicals. So free radicals are kind of like bad guys in our bodies, you could say. And this is a little diagram of free radicals. So we see antioxidant is kicking out those free radicals in our bodies.
She looks pretty tough.
I think she is. She's a tough ant. And any ant with green hair is a tough ant. So free radicals, as it says here, they're basically unhappy cells that will damage other cells in our bodies, right? Though antioxidants that oats can help support, they're like police officers in our body. They help stop those free radicals from doing any more damage. So who's ever seen an apple after you cut it up? Does it turn brown?
After a while.
Yeah, it'll turn brown after a while, right? And what if you have a little tiny brown spot? What happens after, say, a day?
It gets bigger and browner.
It gets browner, exactly. And so the same thing can happen in our bodies. If we have 1 or 2 free radicals, it can kind of go out of control and create a lot more. But what happens if, say, we put lemon juice or lime juice on an apple? Does it stop that browning?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the lemons and the limes contain vitamin C, and vitamin C will actually act as an antioxidant and kick out those free radicals.
Wow.
And
When we did episodes 1 and 2 recently, you talked about other vegetables that had colors. That was the same thing, wasn't it?
yes, Joe, yes. So things like carrots or sweet potatoes or onions, basically all fruits and vegetables and even whole grains and beans and legumes, they all contain these chemicals that are produced by plants, and these chemicals really help our bodies fight off disease. So I'd say more than ever, right now is the time to be cooking at home, eating lots of fruits and vegetables, eating lots of whole grains and nuts and seeds and legumes, and really trying to stay away from processed and packaged foods. So, and this is just a little diagram of the coat that Makeda spoke about earlier. So the whole grain on the left, it has the bran, which contains lots of fiber, B vitamins and minerals. The endosperm, which is in the middle, that mostly contains starch and sugars. And then this little germ thing that kind of looks like a little egg or a bean, that also contains a lot of antioxidants, vitamin E, and different vitamins and fats. But when we take off that coat, all we're left with is the starch. That's why it's so important to eat whole grains. And the last thing is peanut butter. That's the other thing we put in here. And don't do this to your little sisters, okay?
Whoa, no way.
Not to give any ideas to anybody. So, believe it or not, peanuts are actually in the bean family, and they're not a true nut. So who knew that? We have a hand. I see a hand. So yes, so they're not actually related to almonds or cashews or Brazil nuts, but they're more related to a pea, aka the name peanut. So peanuts are also very high in protein.
In the ground. Good job, Malia.
Yes, that was a great question. So peanuts do grow from the grounds. They don't grow in a tree like a typical, say, almond. They also help keep us full because of the protein and healthy fats in peanuts. And they also contain lots of B vitamins that help extract energy from our food. It kind of takes out and sucks out the energy for us. And again, just like oats, they contain these antioxidant minerals. Now, a big thing is to avoid peanut butters with trans fats in them. Oh, do I see some cookies over there?
Yeah, ours are done.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Make sure you take some pictures of those cookies too. Oh, I want that picture. So you guys get some good pictures of you and the kids with the cookies.
We would love that.
Okay.
And how are they, guys?
All right. So remember, the tray's still hot, okay?
All right, so for the last slide, this is more for kids, but it's also for parents to look at in terms of what to buy when we're looking for peanut butter. So a lot of peanut butter out there contains things called hydrogenated vegetable oils. So on the left, we'll see the ingredients. Makeda, would you like to read the ingredients on the left for me?
Made from roasted peanuts and sugar, contains 2% or less of molasses, fully hydrated vegetable oils, mono, and I can't pronounce that word, salt.
Mono kind of fat. Anytime we see the word glyceride, that means a fat. So great job, Makeda. And how about the one on the right? Can you read those ingredients?
Hang on, Weston. I got to move the video.
Oh, yeah.
It's below the box.
That's it.
Oh, where?
Ingredients.
It's a short list.
Right there.
Right there.
Peanuts.
Just peanuts. So whenever we're looking to buy different kinds of peanut butter, try and look for those that just contain peanuts and not the sugar and the hydrogenated added oils. Those hydrogenated oils can do a lot in our blood vessels, and they can actually clog up our blood vessels. So it's really important just to get straight up peanut butter. So the one on the right is actually called Crazy Richard's, and they sell that all over. So Target, Walmart, Giant. The one that I bought at Giant today, it's just their Nature's Promise organic peanut butter. Can everyone see my screen here? The peanut butter. So this was just unsalted, creamy peanut butter. The only ingredients are peanuts.
And I get Smuckers, and that's the same thing, just peanuts.
Just peanuts.
And I might not be a kid, but I don't go through a day without having peanut butter at least once.
My household is the same way over here, Joe. Even just a spoonful of peanut butter for a snack.
There you go.
It's
the
And
best.
if there's nothing else in the house, a PB&J does the trick, right?
There you go. Grew up on them.
And so that's all we have for our video today. Let's see, we'll stop our share and we're back in action here. So,
But you know, with all that peanut butter, I think we need a little exercise at some point. But let's see what you got.
so these are cookies.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy.
Oh, can you give me a piece too? Just bring it right to the right. Oh yeah. Oh, really good. Thank you. That's great.
How was that, Joe?
That's really good. Cheers.
Hey, Wida. Hey, Armagon. I see you now.
You guys want to Armagon? Hi, Armagon.
I'm gonna unmute everybody for a moment.
Of course.
Okay, we can hear you all now.
Okay, now say hi, Armagon.
Hi.
Hey guys.
And so, if anybody would like to, any kiddos that are still out there would like to participate in something, I have a yoga video all for kids that's themed around bananas. So who all would like to participate in this? Yeah? All right. So let's see if I can work this.
And I think some of us adults would like to see it too. But otherwise, this is coming back from you, and we will see the video.
Cooking class.
All right. So let's see how this will work here. Can everyone hear that?
Yep, I'm gonna mute everybody now so we can hear the video.
All right.
Hello everyone, welcome to Cosmic Kids. I'm Jamie and this is... Just copy the moves I do and enjoy the adventure. Now we always start in the same way, and that's by sitting on our bottoms, crossing our legs, and bringing our hands together at our heart, and saying our secret yoga code word, which is Namaste.
All right, everybody. So so namaste, that's another word for saying that I see the importance in you just like there's importance in me. And so it's viewing everybody as important and everybody as significant. So that's what namaste means.
Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. There. Now let's have a look through our cosminoculars and find out who we're meeting today. Joining your thumbs and fingers. Look. Oh, look at that. I love all the shapes and the colours spinning around and around. Oh, it's so pretty. Can you see the picture? Yes, look. It's a banana.
A banana!
It's Betsy the banana. What's Betsy doing? She's doing yoga. She's doing monkey jumps. Oh, wonderful. Betsy the banana. Now, can you see Betsy is in banana pose, coming up to stand. Take your feet together, your hands above your head, and take yourself into a banana pose, leaning over one way and leaning over the other way. Now, Betsy the banana lives in a fruit bowl. Coming down onto your belly, take your feet towards your bottom and reach around to catch your feet. Then lift yourself up, making yourself into a bowl shape. Well done, everyone. Now, Betsy the banana lives in her fruit bowl with her bunch, her family, along with lots of other different fruits. And one sunny morning, she woke up to a surprise. Coming up to sit, crossing on the edge of Betsy's fruit bowl was a butterfly. Joining the soles of your feet together, hold onto your ankles and flutter your butterfly wings. Yes, well done, everyone. The butterfly was looking at Betsy the banana, and it said, "Banana stay, Betsy. I am the butterfly of wishes, and you have been granted 3. Betsy the banana, your wish is my command." And the butterfly stands up. It takes 1 foot forward, and it bows very deeply to Betsy the banana. Betsy, in her banana pose, feet together, hands above your head, leaning over one way in banana pose, can't quite believe what she's just heard. The butterfly of wishes is granting me 3. Oh, maybe this is a dream, but quite a good dream, so I might as well go along with it. Oh, I'd really like, for my first wish, to be a ballerina. The butterfly of wishes gets ready, sitting down on your bottoms again, joining the soles of your feet together. She flutters her butterfly wings, and then she sprinkles Betsy with something very sparkly and exciting. And in the blink of an eye, Betsy finds herself standing on a stage. She is a real-life ballerina banana. She's got pointy toes. She can jump boing, 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 and she can twirl. Whee! Well done, everyone. Betsy points her toe and takes a great big bow at the end of the music. And as she stands up, she finds that she's back in her bunch, in her fruit bowl, coming into your banana pose on the other side. That was amazing, butterfly of wishes. Thanks very much. Now my second wish, I wish to ride a bicycle.
A banana on a
The
bike?
butterfly of wishes gets ready, sitting on your bottoms, joining the soles of your feet together. Flutter your wings. The butterfly of wishes sprinkles Betsy with her lovely sparkly stuff. And then Betsy is pedaling a bicycle, lying on your backs, everybody. Crisscross your fingers behind your head and lift up your feet. Betsy's pedaling away on her bicycle, going up hills very slowly and then down hills very fast. She goes round a wiggly road and, goodness me, round another wiggly road. She goes over bridges, coming up to sit. Bend your knees, feet flat, hands behind you, lift up into a bridge pose. And she goes over bumps, lying on your backs, take your arms wide and lift your legs up straight and hop, bumping up. Now, Betsy even goes past a bus. Take your legs out long and all the passengers on the bus twist to look out the window with their mouths open. They are in disbelief at seeing a banana riding a bicycle. Uh-oh, in the sky there's a bird and it's spotted Betsy the banana and quite fancies having a banana for its breakfast. Coming up to stand, take your arms down low. It starts to fly and swoop down. Lift and lower your wings and bend your knees at the same time. Bananas for breakfast. Betsy the banana pedals very fast on her bicycle. Lying on your backs again, everyone. Crisscross your fingers behind your head and pedal, pedal, pedal. She pedals as fast as she can, but she pedals down the bank of a river and lands with a splash in the river. Coming up to sit, hold your knees, tuck your chin, ready? Rock and roll. And again, rock and roll. Betsy the banana comes up for air, breathing in on your knees, lifting up and lower down. But when she gets to the top, she finds she's not in the river anymore. She's back in her fruit bowl as a banana. Lifting your hands above your head and take them over to one side. Wow, that was an adventure. Being eaten by a bird would have been bad. Luckily, the butterfly of wishes still has one wish to grant Betsy. Betsy thinks, I know. I wish for me and for my bunch to have a birthday party. Sitting down on your bottoms, the butterfly of wishes gets ready. Joining the soles of your feet together, she flutters her butterfly wings and she sprinkles Betsy with that lovely sparkly stuff that does the magic. And bing! The next thing Betsy knows, along with her bunch, she's bouncing on a bounce house, coming up to stand. Ready? Boing, 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 boing. She's having a birthday party. There are balloons to blow up. Taking your hands around your mouth, blow them up. And she has a birthday cake with candles on it. Lying on your back, take your arms wide and lift your legs, coming into candle pose. Betsy and her bunch blow out all of their special candles. Betsy sits up to breathe in this amazing feeling. She closes her eyes and breathes deeply. What an amazing, amazing day. As she opens her eyes, she finds she's back in the kitchen, in her fruit bowl, coming onto your tummy again. Bring your feet to your bottom, reach around for your feet, and lift yourself up into your bowl pose. Well done, everyone. And along with her are her bunch, who are a very happy bunch now after having so much fun at the birthday party. Now, we take ourselves down for a little rest after all of that excitement with Betsy the banana, lying on our backs, getting ourselves comfy, and just for a moment, thinking about all of those wishes that Betsy made. And what would our wishes be? We may make wishes for ourselves, but if we have the chance, just like Betsy, we might make a wish for others too, as Betsy did for her family, her bunch. See if you can think of someone and send them a wish for them to be happy, for them to have fun, for them to find a peaceful place. Send your happy wishes now. And then slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your knees into your chest and roll over onto your side, coming up to sit with your legs crossed and your hands together at your heart. And we'll finish with a special secret yoga code word just for Betsy. Do you remember? Banana stay. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Banana stay. There. Well done, everyone. You did so well being Betsy the banana. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back soon for another Cosmic Kids adventure. Bye-bye.
Hello, that was great.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
I'm all tired out, man. Thanks, Weston. That was really good.
Hi, Amber. Hey, and then
Banana stay.
banana stay.
Here's Uncle Bob.
Hey, Bob, did you do some banana yoga too, Bob? Oh,
Is it time to say goodbye already?
it is.
Oh, man. See y'all.
I'll see you guys all next week. Bye, Rita.
Hello, everyone.
Bye,
Welcome
Armagon.
to Cosmic Kids. I'm Jane.
Hey, Aman.
Crossing our legs and bringing our hands together at our hearts.
How are you?
How are you guys?
Good.
Good?
I like that.
Did you guys do some banana yoga? Hey.
Baby finger. Nee, baby shark.
Baby shark heb gaan
Baby shark.
Aman, I like your sweater, Aman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be doing this again on Tuesday, okay?
Okay.
All right. Are you guys hanging in there?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Are you guys making lots of food with your mom?
Yeah.
Good. I'm sure she's cooking up all kinds of
I'm
food.
cooking.
Yeah.
I'm helping my mom cook sometimes.
You're cooking too, Armagon.
Yeah.
What all have you been cooking?
Today? Ovros? Book bread.
Bread.
Oh, your mom's flatbread she makes, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I bet that's yummy.
Book بقى أكتب وبتعاون أصغر مروز مرة.
You're gonna.
We're gonna send a picture of the food we made today.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, please do. You can send it to us or put it on your Facebook page and tag us.
Okay.
Either one.
Yeah.
So, cool. I'm excited.
book ساعة بعد من شلون استنى بقول.
We bought some fish. Look.
Let's see. Oh, you bought some fish. Wow. Do you have names for them yet?
Yeah. بقول.
Yeah.
The big one is Arsalan. The second one is Armagon. And 2 little one are Imans.
Oh, so you have two little imams.
Yeah.
and the big one's Arsalan?
Yeah, the big ones are Arsalan.
I guess it may just like the family. It makes sense.
Yeah. We bought like 8 or 9, but they all dying.
Oh, these are the survivors?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm glad a few made it.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to check out any more of those yoga videos, it's called Cosmic Kids. It's on YouTube.
Mhm.
So if Armagon wanted to do any more of those videos.
Okay.
All right.
What video?
That yoga video we just did
Yeah.
for the kiddos, it's called Cosmic Kids.
Okay.
It's on YouTube. So
Okay. Thank you.
for you it might be a little young, but
Oh no.
but yeah.
He loves cooking and sometimes he helps me.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, good, Arslan. That's good.
Yeah. Especially he likes to make the cookies and the cake.
He's in the cake. Oh. Well, Arslan, you'll have to make some of these cookies and send us a picture.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
will do.
And
Okay, I will.
you could add, you could always add some cardamom and stuff like that into them as well.
Okay.
So I think you guys use a lot of cardamom in cooking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've made these with cardamom, and they turn out really well with cardamom too.
Okay.
So, or almonds, things like that also work well.
Yeah.
So, well, cool guys. Well, you have a fantastic.
Dog.
You want to see my dog? All right, Hunter, come here, bud.
Wow. You want to take a picture?
Look at that.
Say hi. Hi, بقبل بابي جاكش. Hi, بقبل مغان. Oh. No, مش yes. Oh my
Hello. You want to play with me?
If you want to play with me.
There we go.
God.
Yeah.
See?
I put my iPhone. I got one.
Psycho. Psycho مين خريطنا. See?
Hunter like
No, مش يس.
he likes cookies too.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy,
What's his name?
Hunter.
Hunter. Nice name.
Wow.
Yeah. Good boy, Hunter.
Cute.
Yep.
Mommy,
He-
I'm not to make a fish.
He's only about a year and a half old.
Wow.
Oh. Jak salam, jak nim salam?
Brilliant.
Here and Oh. Jak salam.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm looking forward to getting some pictures from you.
Okay, thank you, son.
Of
My
course.
husband wanted to talk with you, but now he's busy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, next time.
And then I'll be doing this again on Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Tuesday at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we will. We are waiting to see you and what you will make.
I'm excited. And we have another video we put out last week for salmon cakes.
Oh, okay.
That's on our Facebook page.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Have a nice day, Weston.
You too, Wida. Thank you
Say
so
hi
much.
to your, I forgot her name.
Morgan.
Morgan, yeah. Hi, Morgan. How are you?
I'm good. I'm eating cookies.
Okay, enjoy.
Yes. Sending love to you guys.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, stay safe. God
You
bless
as-
you guys.
You too. Get some
You too.
sunshine.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
You too. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye, Armagon.
Bye,
Say
Armagon.
bye.
Bye, Amon. Bye,
Bye,
Arslan.
everyone.
Mhm.
Aw.